Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole Johnson and this is my beauty channel where I share all of my beauty tips with you. So today I'm showing you how I style my gray short-haired bob, what I use with my blow dryer, my products, the brushes. It's all coming up next. So ladies, let's get this beauty started. All right, so I'm going to be showing you today how I style my hair, how I blow it out, the products I use, and it's been a requested video, so I thought it would be interesting just to show you what I do. And basically I start with this microfiber towel. Strivectin gave this to me years ago and I haven't had a shower without using this. It's nice because it takes out all of the moisture in the hair. It doesn't pull or break your hair. So I highly recommend using a microfiber towel right when I get out of the shower. And then basically what I'll do is I'll just brush my hair a little bit with a wide tooth comb, and then I spray my favorite Kerastase. You can see I have just a tiny bit left. So I'm going to spray this into my hair. First of all, this smells amazing. I will link the video below where I talk about my shampoo and conditioner and these products that I use to style my hair. There's something about this smell. It just is so psychotropic for me. It lifts my spirits. I feel so just beautiful using it, and it really manages my hair. So I have thicker hair. You can see it's more coarse, definitely with the gray underneath. So I just spray this on all over, and then I'll go back and I'll comb through it. And then what's really important for me is to really get manageability with this under part of my hair. So I'm going to section it out in different sections, but before that I'm going to use my blow dry cream. And this is from Kerastase also. This is for control and long wear control. I don't use that much because I don't really want to get crazy and weigh down my hair. And I only use this from like the mid part of my hair down to the ends. So I go like this, and then I just disperse it, especially like underneath. I want some control underneath there. That's where I really need it. Not so much the top area here, but basically all through the sides and underneath, just like the mid to bottom part of my hair. And then I am ready to section out my hair and start blow drying. Now, when it comes to brushes, I actually have, this looks a little hairy and crazy, but this Conair, this is a tourmaline ceramic. I, for some reason, have stuck with this. It's not too big, it's not too small. I really feel like I get a lot of control with it. You know what, I've just never been into bigger, these kind of brushes seem to never grab my full hair. Like I'm always feeling like I'm halfway in it, and it just doesn't make me happy. It's frustrating. If I want a little bit more volume, say I'm gonna be wanting to go out and give more volume to the top of my hair, I'll use a brush like this, very short, kind of can tease it a little bit more. But for the most part, this is the brush that I'm using, this Conair, this Conair tourmaline. And I'm also using, I think this is also, let me look. I got this for a photo shoot. You might recognize it. This is a Conair, the Infinity Pro. I love this, not just because it's pink, but I really get a really great blowout with this, and I got it at Target. So I don't feel like you have to spend tons and tons of money. It just depends on what works for you. This is what works for me, ladies. It's not like, I have to have, a $600 blow dryer and, all these, $300 brushes. So I section my hair out. I like to get the bottom part first blown out because that's really more of my trouble area. So I'll just clip up my hair and I section this part out because it gets frizzy and it's very unmanageable. So that's what I do first. So you'll see in this part here, I really want to get this as smooth and under because that's gonna lay the foundation for my bob. So having a shorter hair in a bob haircut, if you leave it and it flips up like this, you're gonna have a really hard time with the top of your hair coming down and really looking nice. So this is my main focus that I do. I do this bottom part like this. And you know what I've done recently is done a rough dry. So I just dry my hair and then I'll go back in and do this. So this is really just damp. It's not really wet. I don't want it to be super wet because it takes more, I don't want to put as much heat on my hair. I try to do as little heat as possible, but I have to blow dry my hair. There's just no way around it. It looks like a hot mess if I don't take the time and style my hair. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the bottom part first, and then we'll section out the next. Okay, so you can see that it's nice. Yes, there are some frizzies. Let's just forget about that right now because I can go back with the flat iron and it's not polished right now. I'm just trying to get control and manageability with drying my hair, and this is how I do it. And you can see that this little brush here really grabs my hair and really controls it and puts it where I want it to be. So I found the best thing to do is just to keep sectioning out my hair. So little by little, I'm just adding more to my blow dry, and then just, having just that real control and manageability, because if I don't, I've tried to rush it and I've tried to say, oh, I can't do this. I just want it to be done. It's not going to look really nice and polished. All right, so also I have to mention, if you don't have a really good cut, it's not gonna really come out nicely. I'm lucky enough that I found a stylist that knows how to cut my hair, because you should see my hair when it's cut terrible, and it does not do this. So I keep just sectioning off. Now, when I get to the crown area, I will just take this part, and because this is how I like my hair to be, the front part here, then I'll style it depending on what side I wanna part it on. So I'll just wrap this up and then we go again. Same kind of process. All right, so now I'm gonna just take the top part, and usually I'll just blow out this part just like a rough dry, and then I'll start going back in and figuring out where I want to style it, if I want to part it to the right or the left, or depending on what it wants to do for this day. I don't know, sometimes it just does its own thing and I go with it, and sometimes I force it to do what I want it to do. So I kind of give it a rough dry in the front, and then I kind of see where it wants to go. I can see that I need to use my purple shampoo though, because I see a little bit of not so bright and white. So I usually use a purple shampoo every, I would say 2.5 to 3 weeks. So it just depends, but I like to not keep going and where my hair feels super, super hot. I don't want to do it too much. I just want to get manageability. Now, I've told you before in my videos, these areas tend to always be very hot. This is hot in the studio with this blow dryer. These little areas here, I'll take my mini flat iron and I'll flatten those out, and I'll show that to you in a minute. But just this underneath hair, you can see how that sets the stage for everything. So if you have shorter hair in a bob, section out your hair and do that first, so you don't have wild, crazy, unruly hair underneath, and you're trying to have a smooth, nice look, to your hair. This, some of these will come out, and I'll just take the flat iron and I'll go under. But I don't really like to use a lot of heat tools on my gray hair, because yes, I just don't, it's dry enough as it is. I can take a little bit more of this this blow dry, even though I'm done blow drying. I take a tiny bit like that, and then I'll just go through it just to smooth down. I'm not really putting it on my hair, but I'm gonna go back with the flat iron, so it'll give it a little bit more heat protectant. While this heats up, I'm going to just section out where I really want to have my hair, so it's not all in my way, where I really want my hair to be flat. So around my ears is really the issue here. So you'll see this little part here, this little part here. So I want all my hair away while I do just a little bit of a flat iron. So this is what it looks like. It's a baby one. It's called Nano Titanium by Baby Bliss Pro. So it's just tiny. I don't know if I got this at Sally's. I don't even know where I got this, but let me tell you something, ladies. This is so much easier if you have shorter hair or you have little wispies in the baby hair. You can't get a huge flat iron in these little areas. So this little guy is so perfect. I love using him and making my hair nice and straight. And it's not like I'm taking it over my whole head. Just taking in these areas that just really make me nuts. You know, underneath. And then if I want to have, you know, maybe a little bit more of a sleek look in the front, I'll start from the base and I'll just go down so it gives me that more polished look. And it's really easy to do. So say maybe you get frizzy hair during the day, or when you're going out to cocktails, or you have an event to go to, you can just whip this out, no big deal. You can go into the bathroom and finish up your hair. So that's basically what I do to blow out my hair, to the products I use, and just really keeping it simple. I don't like a long to do hair. I mean, this is why I wash my hair every like 4 days, because I don't like to have this whole, you know, routine that takes up so much time. I want it to be very simple. I want to get the results that I want, and that's why I use these products. That's why I have like a little system down of just how I use the brush. It's nothing really fancy. I section out my hair, and that's how I style my bob. Until my next video, I'll see you ladies.